Hello everyone, in this video we will talk about levels of organization. Before we start, let me introduce myself. I'm Rowana P. Gabatulan, a student of Bachelor in Secondary Education, major in Science. Today we will discuss the levels of organization.
Levels of organization. Is it convenient to consider the structures of the body in terms of fundamental levels of organization that increase in complexity? Atoms, molecules, organelles, cells, tissues, organs, organ system, organism.
The first levels of organization is an atom. An atom is the most basic unit of matter. Are the smallest unit of matter that have the chemical properties of a particular chemical element, especially the building blocks of everything in the universe. It can be neutral, negative, positively charged. A group of atoms called the molecule. A molecule, the smallest particle of a substance, retains all the properties of a substance and is composed one or more atoms. The second levels of organization is the organelles. An organelle is a tiny cellular structure that performs a specific function within a cell, like a nucleus, mitochondria, and the ribosome. The third levels of organization is the cell. The cell is the basic structural and functional unit of all the living things. As smallest classified living things, the building block of life, and can be a single cell or a multicellular cell. There are two types of cells. One is the prokaryotic cells, are usually independent, and the second type of cell is the eukaryotic cell, are inside the multicellular organism. The fourth levels of organization is a tissue. A tissue is a group of cells that perform the same function. The tissue has four types. First is the cognitive tissue, second is the epithelial tissue, third is the muscle tissue, and the nervous tissue.
So, what is cognitive tissue?
Cognitive tissue is a fibrous, non-living material. It gives shape to organs and holds them in place. Example, the bone in the blood. And what is muscle tissue? Muscle tissue is the most active tissue. It contractile, has the ability to contract and expand. It produces force in the movement. The visceral, smooth inner lining of organs. The skeletal attach the bones to create movement. The cardiac fan, the heart, used to pump blood throughout the body.
Nervous tissue
Transmits communication throughout the body. Two types of
nervous tissue.
the central nervous system. The central nervous system forms the brain and the spinal cord. The second type is the peripheral nervous system. Facial nerves and spinal nerves, as well as the motor neurons. Epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is a covers organ surface. It provides the barriers between the exterior and the interior organism, can specialize into secretion and absorption, and it protection from microorganism injury in the fluid lost. Organs are made up of different tissue that work together to do the job. Example, a heart is an organ made of all four types of tissue. Organ system. An organ system is a group of organs working together. Example, the human organ system include the circulatory, reproductive, digestive, nervous, and respiratory. Organism. Some of all cells, tissue, organs, and other systems that make an organism.